guys, Scoggins here, and welcome to Scoggins Disc Golf. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Innova Tour Series Mystery Box, and we're going to be doing a giveaway, so you don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. Let's jump into it. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and open this box. I have not seen what's in this box. I have no idea what has been in these boxes, so it's going to be brand new to me, just like it is for you guys. And so what my plan is I'm going to open this box, take all these discs and play around at Tiger River with just the discs in this box, and we're going to see how they fly. We'll see what all is in there, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to give away all the discs that come into this box. And as you can see, Buddy seems pretty excited about it too. Let's go ahead and jump into opening it and see what we have inside. So let's see here. All right, so the first thing we have is looks like it is a Sonic with a Rock 3 Jennifer Allen second F2 stamp. Feels great. Yeah, I've never thrown the Sonic. I've heard a lot of things about them, so we'll see how it holds up. The next one we have is a T-Bird. This looks like it is the Henna Bloom Ross Tour Series F2 stamp. Feels great. I've thrown the T-Bird quite a bit, so I know that I know how this flies, and so I look forward to tossing that one. Oh, this thing looks sweet. Look at that rainbow full stamp. This is a Boss. So again, I know how these fly. I've thrown these quite a bit on a forehand, so that'll come in quite handy at Tiger River. This thing feels great. Got a little bit of dome to it. Yeah. Next one we have nice little cloudy swirls in the stamp. This is, as it says on the front, it is a turn. This would be a great workable distance driver. And then we have a Eagle. This feels great. This is a fairway driver that I have thrown a little bit in the past. I'm not too familiar with them, but I will love to see how this feels in the when I get out and get to throwing it in the field and out on the course. There's no real putters in here other than the Sonic. That's more of a throwing disc. So what I'm going to do is I have a Nate Sexton Tour Series Firefly that I am going to add to the box, and that will be what I will putt with, but I'll include that in the giveaway as well. So let's go ahead and jump over to the course and see how these fly. Okay, guys, we're out here at Tiger River, hole 1. I'm going to be playing the short loop of holes 1 through 10 and 18. But for here, I'm taking the Boss that was in the box and just putting it out a little forehand. Got a big flare there at the end, but I'm going to be checked up about 20-some feet away and be able to tap this birdie in. And just like that, starting with a birdie, 1 down, and yeah, definitely like the feel of that Boss. Here, I'm going with the Eagle. Would love to throw something a little slower than that, but I knew the Sonic wasn't going to be the right choice for this hole, so I went ahead and figured I'd give the Eagle a try. Snuck down through some of the thick stuff on the right side, but got down here for a putt, and starting 2 down through 2, so definitely felt good with discs I don't normally throw. Going back to the Boss here, I'm going to put it out on forehand, try to put a little flex on it to try and get up there because I know it's going to have a huge skip. Put a little nose up, but it stayed in the middle of the fairway. and we'll have a little look for a soft approach here with the Sonic. And going to try and put this right under the basket, but came out a little low. Did skip up enough to have just an easy little tap in here, about 7 to 10 feet or so. And that'll be for the par, and we'll move on to hole 4, 2 down through 3. Here I'm going with the turn, hoping to kind of keep it low, but I went a little nose up, and it definitely got a lot of flip. I would have carried much further than that, but the nose up just carried it up into the top of the canopy. It's going to leave me with a short approach here. I'm going to try the Sonic again. Not a fan of how this disc feels in the hand and how flippy it is, but tried to throw it soft enough, and it did flip up and turn, which avoided that tree on the left and pushed down there to about, 5 feet or so, or closer, and going to tap in again for another par. And we'll move on here to hole 5, one of my favorite holes on the course. I'm taking the Firefly here, going to do just a slight little hyzer flip, let it push straight, and hopefully get to a putt. Hit the gap great. That disc feels great for a throwing putter as well. Left me about a 20 to 25 footer here or so, but we'll just make quick work of this and move on to hole 6. And if I'm not mistaken, this will be the third birdie of the round, so we should be sitting at 3 down through 5. On to hole 6, I'm taking the Boss here, hoping to get a huge flare skip out of this and get myself into position for a nice upshot. Came out of the hand great, super overstable, so I didn't get enough flip on that to push around that tree, but we're set up here in the middle of the fairway. I'm now going with the T-Bird. I would typically like to throw something like a mid-range here, like a Mako 3 or a Rock 3, but the T-Bird should be able to flip up enough and then get a little finish to the left. Executed that perfectly down the right side, got a little flare skip up by the basket, and I think that's going to leave me about 15, 20 footer or so. Just got to kind of stretch out around this tree, but should be an easy 3, which will be another birdie since this one's considered a par 4, soft par 4. I think we'll move on, being 4 down through 6. Going with the Nexus Firefly here. Put it a little too soft, so I didn't get into putting range, but I'm still going to kind of give it a run here. Left me edge of circle or just outside, and going to try and put this one in, but I feel like it's just outside my range. Put a little too much hyzer on it and hit the cage, and going to be outside for outside 15 feet or so for a little tap in. Yep. And it always hurts getting a par on this one. It's just right there. You want to get a birdie, but there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong there. So now switching over to hole 8, I'm going with the Eagle here on a forehand. This disc actually holds up great with forehand power. Was able to get a little turn on that and a skip up at the end, which got past most of the foliage there. And I'm going to take the Sonic here and do just a soft approach, try and lay it up under the basket. But as you can see, it flipped up a little more than I wanted, and the glide just kind of carried it down the hillside here, which is typical for hole 8 at Tiger. And like I know better, I'm giving this a run. I know I should have laid it up, and there's the famous hole 8 Tiger River rollaway, and that's going to leave me with another deep circle 2 putt. I thought better of it and decided to just take the Sonic again and lay it up. Thankfully that sat and didn't roll it away again, and will leave myself with a putt for the double bogey, which can happen very fast on hole 8. Hole 9, I'm taking the Firefly again. Just going to put this on a nice soft hyzer out to the right and let it just trickle right up to the basket, and executed that perfectly. And I think it's going to leave about a 15 or so footer for the birdie, a little closer. Looks like it's about 7 to 10 feet maybe, and tap that in for the bird, which is nice to get one of those strokes back from that double bogey on 8. Here I'm going with the T-Bird again, just trying to put something out there on hyzer, not trying to get super aggressive and push straight through that gap. Just want to put something down there that I can approach the green with. I was going to go with the T-Bird again, but I'm decided to go with the Eagle on the forehand since it was holding up so well in the previous hole. Didn't quite put it high enough. I thought I put enough power on it, but it catches some of the low-hanging limbs there and just kind of trickles down there. So I'm going to be left with a short approach shot. I'm going to take the Sonic here and just do a little soft turnover approach here to just kind of trickle up to the green and get a tap in for the par. Yep, that worked nicely. Again, the Sonic just turned over a little too much, even though it sat right under the basket. I still didn't like the ground play it was getting there. So, obvious to say I'm not a fan of that disc. For here, I'm going to try the halo or the star turn on a forehand here, and put enough hyzer on it to where that thing flipped up super nice and just pushed straight. Definitely was liking that on the forehand. Got caught up in this tree a little bit, so I'm going to try and do another big like flexing turnover forehand here. Felt like I could reach out enough and get this to play and get to the fairway, but I'm just going to leave it honestly with a little too much turn in the hand. I'm used to my Firestorms fighting out of that angle a little more, so that one just stayed turned and ended up landing in this tree here. And so I'm going to have to reach out and hopefully get this approach up to the basket. So I'm going with the Sonic again here, and it just stays too turned and ended up hitting one of these limbs. Would usually go with my Invader there, which I could trust to fight out of that and get a little more glide. So ended up coming out here, taking the Sonic again just for a soft approach. A little frustrated there that I wasn't up to the basket on the last shot, and then going to tap in here for the par. So that's going to end the round, guys. I appreciate you watching, and we'll flip over again to the giveaway. Okay, guys, I just got back from my round at Tiger River, and I want to go over again all the discs that are going to be in the giveaway. So the very first one here is going to be the Champion Boss with the Jeremy Coling and Calvin Heimberg double stamp. This thing is extremely overstable and is a great disc for forehand shots, big skip shots. Really loved throwing that. The next one is this swirly star turn. This is very workable. Worked great for the forehand, which I've never thrown it on a forehand before, and great for backhand flip up to straight, pushing shots. A lot of distance with this. So yeah, the star turn. Then we're going to the Eagle. This one actually was way more stable than I expected. It worked really great for a forehand. It almost had similar flight characteristics on a forehand to a Sexton Firebird, but I really enjoyed throwing this disc, and I could see this being a good addition to someone's bag. The next one is the T-Bird. This has a lot of glide to it, flips up nice, carries straight, and then has a dependable finish at the end. could put this on a lot of different angles, force it over, get a little turn out of it, and then depend on that fade to come back. But this is a very nice T-bird there. The next one is the, if I can get it out of the box, is the Sonic with the Garrett Gurthie and Jennifer Allen double stamp here. I'll be honest, I absolutely hated this disc. It feels very uncomfortable in the hand, is very understable, does not handle a lot of power or torque, and I found it to be a little finicky, and wherever I was aiming and expecting it to go, it would end up turning a little too much. Then I would try to overcompensate with that and put it on too much hyzer, and just felt like it just wasn't for me. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be something for you to be able to experiment with, and you might find that this is a great addition to your bag. So that's going to be the Halo, or the standard Sonic. And then the disc I'm going to add is a Sexton Firefly with the USDGC American foil stamp. Obviously, I love the Firefly. It's my main putting putter, and it is a phenomenal throwing putter as well. Can handle a lot of power. I could put these out to about 250, 300 feet. They're just tremendous discs, so hope you'll enjoy that. Okay, guys, to win all these discs, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment in the comments section below what your favorite Christmas tradition is. I'm going to leave this video up, or at least leave the contest open until 12 p.m. on Christmas Day, and I'm going to select a winner, and I'll reach out to you and let you know how I can mail these to you or meet up with you locally to get you these. But good luck, everybody. I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and a great New Year, and I'll see you guys out on the course.